So Fantasia has sang and acted her way to a Golden Globe nomination.
Yes, baby!
I actually spoke to you earlier this week on the heels of your nomination announcement, and you talked about something that has stuck with me actually. You brought up that the book of Job in the Bible is one of your favorites, and I can see why, because it's the story of trust, resilience, triumph, joy, you name it. And I see a lot of crossover there between that story and Celi's journey, and Job's journey, and your journey. And I'm wondering if you can elaborate on this crossover that exists and how you feel about that now going into these different nominations that are coming up and the different blessings that you have received and that you've talked about, the joy that you've experienced.
We're gonna be in a budget and we leaving you off.
She has worked these questions this evening. Whoa! Top of our Girl Talk show. Put some thought into these questions this evening.
I love it. The book of Job is my favorite because he never took his eyes off God. He lost everything. But even when he got it back, he never took his eyes off God. So I'm going to have an honest moment with you. I love the applause. I love when people come up to me and they say, "Girl, I'm so proud of you." But there was once a time in my life where there were no applause and nobody was saying nothing. And I had to trust God. When I was even on Idol, and thank Lord, I got on there and it was 64 million votes. That was so great. I had never seen the number. I didn't know I could do that. And I remember they used to tell me they would have a meeting with me every night. And they would meet me and say, "You should change the way you talk. You should maybe put on different clothes. Maybe you shouldn't talk about your daughter so much because it doesn't quite look like an idol. There's a camera in the back that has a red light on it. You should look at that camera so you can get more votes." I never did anything they told me I should do. Because I knew if it was something that God had for me, that I wanted to walk through it authentically. So I had never allowed this industry to change me, and there were times, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with you, that I didn't feel seen. Nor did I feel liked. But my grandmother used to tell me that what is the profit of man to gain the whole world but lose his soul, baby? You better stay focused. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not want to do this again. I'm gonna keep it real. Some of y'all might be like, "Ooh, what? She said that?" Yeah, I said that. I did not want to walk back in this. When I played Celi on Broadway, that was heavy for me. I didn't have a team. Everybody that was around me was taking everything that I had. I would get home and couldn't even order a pizza. But I was never home. How is that? I ain't got no money, but I'm always working. Everybody just saw the gift, but they saw opportunity to make money off the gift. So I felt like I was carrying my cross and Celi's cross, and that was heavy for me. So when Blitz called me, and thank God for Scott Sanders, you seen something in me that nobody's seen. I don't know why you called me, because I don't have training. I didn't go to school for acting. Broadway, I had never seen a show. I'm from High Point, North Carolina. So I was like, why are you calling me, Scott? But I get it. I get why you called me. Because you saw something in me. And you saw everything that I was going through, and you know I could relate to Celie. When I left Broadway, y'all, I had a surgery. I had 2 tumors on my vocal cords. I remember leaving thinking, did they see everything I put in that? Ain't nobody calling me. What's going on? So no, I ain't going back. That's heavy for me. Blitz gave Celie imagination. And I said, I'm in. I wanted to stand for every black girl, every woman who felt like they were looked over. See, I can relate to Suge in my real life because I'm a singer. So I was always pouring out to people, but nobody was pouring into me. Sophia taught me something, but a lot of women don't just start there. A lot of women don't feel seen, they feel ugly, but now I'm like, Sophia, I knock a door down in a minute. It took me a while to get there. So I said, I gotta do this for every woman who feels looked over, who there are no applause, no screams. But they're trusting God and they know without a shadow of a doubt they got a gift. Playing Celie wasn't easy. I had to code switch every day. Code switching, I had to play with Mr., play with Suge, play with Soph, play with Harpo, play with old Mr. That wasn't easy. Then they turned around and said I got to learn how to tap dance. They said it's not my thing. Did it, and I did it like Joe. Whether I get an applause or not, an award, I have my own award.
Wow.
They're at the same time.
You really went to church.
Deep.